There's this idea of the dogs deciding, right? Uh-huh. And as if non-citizens have any right to decide anything. Yeah. Now, if you are in the family and you're not the actual citizen of the United States, yes, and you had to be in the top secret family because that was the way that we were going to go, yeah. Forgeries, as in this is the non-elected oath of office, right? And this is the dog, yes. You are impersonating a non-elected oath of office. Now, you might look like her, yeah, but you're not. Now, I want to tell the sheriffs and the police departments that for anything and everything that looks like an actual employee of the government, yeah, where you said they had to decide, yeah, I'm going to sue you, the actual citizen that is an employee of the government, because you decided that a dog had to make decisions instead of the employee. Yes. Now, you can see the difference in those two signatures. I mean, really, when you look at it, yeah. But you had to cover up the dog, without realizing that the clerk of the court, Christy Miller, as deputy, yes, is actually liable for what you're doing. Now, I've been really nice to Christy, yes. But see this no signature of the petitioner? Yesterday I mentioned the teachers union, yes. The day before that, I mentioned the school district that she's employed in. I mentioned the superintendent of schools that decided to employ her. Yeah. Does Heidi have anything that looks like herself that is not an actual employee of the school district? Because this concept of issuing one teaching certificate for the individual citizen that actually qualifies as a teacher and then their look-alike dog that you have to do what they say. Now, when I start talking billions upon hundreds of billions of dollars, exactly what idiot, yes, never realized that I did realize, right, that unless another actual citizen employee signed, yes, as if they were them. Now, it'd been different if you used your own signature, isn't that right, court clerk? Yes. But you use the forgery of a non-elected oath of office to fraudulently issue a protection order, yes, where I've been on trial multiple times and you said I was crazy. Now, why don't you give me the teaching certificates? Yes, in every school district. And then give me anything that looks like the actual citizen that was certified to be able to teach. Yes, because I will sue each and every school. Well, I'm really pissed off. Okay. Now, I can see, as can everybody, yes, that this signature, is not the same as that signature. And you are required by law as a teacher to acknowledge all court orders. Now, I have a difficult time believing that any state of the United States, yes, would certify any teacher in any school, yeah, that did not acknowledge any court order. This is a little different lawsuit than what I documented. But I will sue the superintendent of schools of Washington State right now for allowing for any employee of this state to teach in any school where they themselves did not acknowledge a court order. Now, I know, I sent this approximately 2,100,000 times. Yes. Today, I decided to email some sheriffs in Arizona. Yeah. Now, the reason that I emailed them was that I had a grandfather, right, Edward Budnick, that owned a place in Yuma, Arizona, and 3 months after my death, or after his death, yes, in 1988, half brother, yes, had shown up and claimed that he was the rightful heir of the estate. Now, I thought that there was some government employees of the United States of America, yes, that did know that my grandfather in approximately 1920, yes, had crossed the desert, had dug a well to the aquifer, yes, and actually had all the water rights of the state of Arizona. But his son that he had with a different wife, that recently passed away, Edward Budnick, and I think it was in Ohio or Cleveland or something. He didn't realize that the actual place, yes, had the only hand dug well to the aquifer, yes. Now, my father wasn't informed of the death, yes. And my grandma, Clara Rose Holtz, yes, she didn't know either. Oh, and they found out about 5 or 6 months after it had been probated, as if Alton Cheney or Dick Cheney, from former Vice President of the United States. Do you remember the Bush family? Yes. George W. was a president of the United States. Yeah. H.W. was a president. Yes. Well, Dick Cheney, for 2 terms of office, yes, has really not liked my family because I thought that my grandfather had some say in the United States Treasury. Not that I'd like to throw my weight around, but I'm wanting to imprison a lot of government employees for the knowledge of a lot of crime. Now, if you're a sheriff in Yuma, Arizona, Sheriff Joe, yes. Did you remember an Edward Budnick that had a place there in Yuma? Now, I want every corrupt sheriff of Arizona, yes, and the honest ones, yes, to realize that as Paul C. Budnick, I'm going to have you put in fucking prison right now. Okay? Because corrupt sheriffs really piss me off. I mean, you can have corrupt cops in police departments, yes. But as somebody that's been robbed of his inheritance, and then you issued corrupt protection orders where you kidnapped my sons, yes. Now, just to go back to it, it was August 7th of 2018. Yes. This personality assessment inventory, yes. It was August 31st the last time I appeared in court. Yeah. And then we had a problem with the court date not being on the actual day that I received as my next appearance date. Yes. So really, when we think about it, okay, all of September, yes, all of October, right, and all of November, you decided as a court that there was no actual procedural due process for trying somebody for a crime. Yeah. Now, Jefferson County, yeah, I know you think you're big. Phew. I'm going to sue for all the actual physical property of that county. Yes. Clallam County. Maybe you remember Elmer and Berna Holtz. Yes. Now, I thought that there were some logging companies that were in the back pockets of those in the sheriff's department. Ron Cameron, undersheriff, right now. Now, I'm going to find out why it is that so many people have paid so much money to obstruct my rights. Because if I find out that you stupid fuckers in the sheriff motherfucking department